Right. Yeah.
Welcome everyone. I'm Dr. Raynor, and today we're going to learn how to quickly and effectively respond to a question. Responding to a question can make a difference in getting that client or getting agreement for a major project at work. In fact, Toastmasters International Competent Communication Manual states that the ability to think and speak quickly is an important skill that will help you be successful. In Toastmasters, we do practice extemporaneous speaking. I want to take those skills and refine them slightly so that we can take these skills into the business and social environments we encounter every day and enhance our success. First question. Jim, tell us about a time when you were caught short. I'm surprised by a question.
Well, I mean, in my profession, I'm visiting with business owners regularly. Even earlier this week, I was visiting with the director of talent management, and she posed a question to me that caught me a little bit off guard. I had to hesitate for a moment. I feel I gave a adequate or favorable response that kept the dialogue going and didn't damage the relationship, but it was it just reinforced how you have to be prepared for anything and be able to think on your feet quickly and respond to questions that may catch you by surprise.
Excellent, thank you. Consider this outline for your rapid response. An introduction, a conclusion, and in between those two, a body. Certainly nothing new. We do that all the time. But here, we're going to take that introduction and change it slightly. When you are asked a question, you will take that question and transform it into a statement. So if I'm asked, what is your favorite sport? I would then think, my favorite sport is wrestling. Now I've made that statement, and I can come up with the examples to support that. But one thing you'll want to do is take 15 seconds and think about your response before you make that statement. If I'm thinking, my favorite sport is wrestling, I can use that 15 seconds and come up with reasons why. One major reason or several smaller reasons. Now when I do that, I'm looking thoughtful. And people will appreciate a thoughtful response. It also builds anticipation for your answer when you use that 15 seconds. So use that tool. Now when I say wrestling is my favorite sport, I've turned that question into a statement. I can come up with one good reason why. I love the fact that it is human chess. Two people on the mat working for the position against the other. Limbs, torsos, and heads sometimes intertwined and in active combat positions to try to gain advantage or put a disadvantage on the opponent. It is incredibly exciting to watch that human chess unfold. There is the body. If I want to bring up 3 reasons, I can do that as well. Now, when the body is done, you transition into the conclusion. And the easiest way to do a conclusion is simply restate the first statement. So if I say, my favorite sport is amateur wrestling, I then come up with a reason why. My concluding statement is, this is one of the main reasons why I love amateur wrestling. That's the basic pattern. Now let's take that pattern and use it in an exercise. Jared, are you nervous about your pending graduation?
I am nervous about my pending graduation for 2 reasons. I have to finish my senior paper, and I have 4 books that I have to read for my consumer behavior class.
Wow.
My senior paper has 12 elements to it, and I'm on 6. So I still have 6 more to go. And then the last 4 books that I have to read on my second point, each are 300 pages long. And those are the 2 reasons why I am slightly nervous about graduation.
All right, excellent. He rephrased the question into a statement, came up in this case with 2 reasons why, and then used that first line slightly rephrased to wrap it up. It creates boundaries on your statement, and it also gives you a chance to organize your data. Sometimes you may see a question that isn't really asked as a recognizable question, but it is. If your boss comes up and asks, why did you service the smaller account before the bigger account? That sounds like a question. But if they simply walk up and ask, as I'll do to Chris now, you serviced the smaller account before the larger account.
Yes, I serviced the smaller account before I serviced the larger account, and there was one primary reason why I did so. And that was because the smaller account, although it's a smaller account, has a client that requires immediate responses to his inquiries. He's not the kind of person who wants to wait around for an answer. And I felt like the larger account didn't require as much immediate attention as a smaller account. And that's the main reason why I serviced the smaller account before the larger account.
Excellent. Same deal as before. Why I did this, the reason, the conclusion. Sherry, do you enjoy being a freelancer?
I enjoy being a freelancer, especially for one reason, flexibility. The flexibility that it allows me to be able to schedule my own time. I'm able to go where I want and when I want. I'm able to accept or reject invitations to speak. I like the flexibility that it offers me. That's the main reason why I enjoy being a freelancer.
Excellent. You've all refined a skill you already have, but now it's just a little bit better. You've got that formula in your head. Remember, an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. When you take that question and turn it into a statement, come up with the reasons why the statement is so, and then reinforce it with a conclusion at the end, you appear knowledgeable on your topic, and it enhances your credibility. This is just one more skill to put in your toolbox to enhance your business success.